I picked the wrong fucking gun though. No, I'm good. I got this kilo. What I'm saying, I just.
Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, and EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Good. Go, go. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Down to lose one. Go, Mike. Pilot, 60 steps.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to have the hook.
We did in the middle of the circle, though, so
that's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now back to throw.
He's
going to go for it all. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game.
To the house.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hold on, here we go. They ain't got no money by no USD. So I ain't have no money for that motherfucker first. I can hit it right now.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, 57, 57, Colin, 57,
They don't need a trophy system over here when you got one.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Spinning away. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Mason. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I think it jumped up again.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Here you go, bro. I got 1,800 for one of these niggas.
Get in the right room. Jim.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Here you go.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
I had the punt fully loaded.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Now I like machine gun and want a assault rifle. I'm full. I got the perk.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I had picked the trophy. That's why I got the blue shit.
Drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack.
Yeah, I got to go for
it. Stick with it. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah. I got one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's after. That's after right there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I still need like 1,200.
Protein spill.
There's 2 more niggas right here, bro, in this building.
Greystone Travis.
On play action, they'll throw.
Here you go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
But they ain't got too much longer, so you're going to have to.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Check. Take 4.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left.
There's a nigga right there.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
But he dead. He got him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
They had that red access card, though. We ain't got that good.
Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So we're going to drop right over there behind.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
We still in the circle, don't move.
Nixon will try the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, Nixon. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 54 yards.
They fight,
as they have now
fighting.
chopped this lead down to 3. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first.
And
I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Nah, they're down 2-2.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hunt. Now, clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Switch up, switch up.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Look at me, zipper. Go. 51. Yeah. Yo, go, go.
This is it, you get right here. Oh, see, you can't. Fuck.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
That's some bullshit.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
Bullshit way.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
They fucked us in. They won't let us go up there, bro.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll look to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Got it. 61, match box, right. Hey, Delta. That's the what?
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Yeah, see, we just got the gas kicked up. Didn't nobody else kick?
And the lead is up to 5.
The gas kicked up.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
I put the lead up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
This time, though, I hope I found
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished
I heard you and Eric here one time. I went there and I came here.
Well, you know what? We're going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get somebody
else.
A big play there for KC. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
That was number 5, too. Damn, we was going to be, you could have won that shit. I lost a lot of games like that, though. That damn gas and killed the shit to him.
On 2nd and 12.
That was game.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completes it to Hardman. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
A little 100 around him. Wrong with the AK.
15, under 10, 10. 80 weapon.
Mahomes now on
Now
first down.
you got to come in through the head.
It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I'm waiting on y'all.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
They're right there. We'll try this motherfucker.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away.
Get ready.
Down the way up there? I ain't neither.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt,
right there, the little ball.
One thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Oh, I see it. I see you, y'all.
Hey, 43, 15.
Yeah.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
I almost shot you right here. I got a munition box.
57 to Mike. I smell fear in it.
Hey, I'm gonna grab this trophy system, grab the munition box.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, yo, go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, I got 10,000.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
The last day go upstairs.
Escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
I'm from about Darius, man, and self-survive. You get the rest of my time from it.
Now here's Mahomes. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
56 is the mark.
And nobody got no rockets.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I got that thing. You got your hand goes, man. That motherfucker, that's fit. 84 rounds.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
It's over with, man.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, they're taking
that
out.
loss of 3, and Blair stumbled on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. I remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Yeah, I need to give me a self of need like 2,300. Okay.
Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down.
Yeah, we can hear
I think they like this drive a little bit better than the running game, helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Bravo. Mike Popo.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Mixon. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
You know it. I don't see one right now.
Again, it's Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's pick up some more pairs, though. A bunch of more pairs. 2,800. He getting that recon first. Stay right there, Cal. You want to pick it up? It's on you, but I'm here, my friend.
They run forward with Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. 30,
tell us what we need to
the
do,
20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
On the way inside the circle. Look, see.
So they'll get another shot.
On the way to inside the circle, so we good. Once we get this one, we can just hide. I need to buy a kill streak, though. UAV. Yeah, I got a second line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick
six,
so decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of him.
And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Nah, Chef, if I don't, but...
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
We gotta go and get that motherfucker. We're gonna get it.
Come on, D. Check 9, check 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That bitch is trying to circle too.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
I ain't tripping.
Point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This the last one we getting though. Fuck it.
Set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the
Just gonna show them gonna hide in one of these cribs. We just get to the house.
A field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's right there, bro.
They'll run it now. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
He on the roof.
Now Mahomes.
I'm over here, bro. Come get him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I got hit from behind. That's bullshit. He in that building, bro. But as soon as I got revived, they get a building right behind us, bro. Right in front of us when you revived me.
That good for 22. First down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
Yeah, right on all my shit right there. God damn.
Hey, Alpha. 44.
See, I ain't going to have none of this shit.
Back to throw. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good.
We got
a tie game here in the 4th.
Gas killed it again.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
How they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Bullshit.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And on the ground they go with the running back. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And you know it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, back up.
He's back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Damn.
Back to throw.
You get the last thing
And on the left sideline, he
didn't get his toe down.
According to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I thought that nigga ran like a post. That was circle that fucking post.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
On my damn Win Street, man.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bob.